everyone, it's Laura Milligan coming to you for my weekly Facebook Live. If you are there watching, say hi, let me know where you're from, let me know if you had anything fun that you did over the weekend. We had a busy full weekend. You all know Lucy. Well, if you're a regular follower of mine, you know my friend Lucy. She was here for the weekend and we had a lot of fun and she wore me out. So it's always good to see her, and she wanted to do a Facebook Live, but we kind of ran out of time, so we will do that. She told me that she thought her Facebook fans were missing her, so we will do that maybe next time she's here. But anyway, if you're there, say hi, and I have a couple things that I want to share with you before we get started today. I'm going to go ahead and change the view, and a couple things I'm going to start with. One is my class to go. I talked about this last week as well. It is the Citrus Blooms class, and registration for this ends June 13th, which is Wednesday. So Wednesday at noon, this class ends. Hi Colleen, hi Anne Marie. Thanks for watching. So the class, you get a ton of product, as always with my classes. DSP, ribbon, gems, 6 different card kits. This is I think it's a really perfect class for summer. These are 3 of the cards included in the class. These are the 3 that I designed. This is a fun fold, kind of a back fold. And then this is the 3rd one. And I think it's just fun for summer. I did not get a chance yet to make the 3 cards that Sherry has designed for this class, but you get 6 different card kits. And you can do, if you want to add on the bundle, you can, add that on at catalog price, which saves you tax and shipping, which is great. I can ship these anywhere in the United States. If you already have the bundle, that's great. You just need to purchase the basic class. I also offer a PDF option, which is $15 just to get the PDF. If you already have the bundle and don't mind cutting and prepping your own cardstock and that sort of thing, then that would be an option for you. But we have that on registration closing June 13th. Oh, June 13th. That's right. It is. You know what I was thinking about? Today is the 10th. It's my daughter Faith's birthday. But, okay, so it closes Thursday. I lied. And then the other thing I wanted to mention, because I'm really excited about this, I do still have a couple spots available. This is stuck to I've got tape on the back of this. Okay, this is, oh gosh. I'm going to pull this up and see if I can do this. Sorry about that. This is sticky on the back, but this is Lunch with Laura. It is Friday, June 21st at 11:30. We are going to have a lot of fun having lunch together. The reason I did this is because I feel like all of us stampers, everybody's so nice, and we just like to be together and chit chat about stamping and all things, right? All the things. So I thought, why not have lunch? And then we're going to make some simple cards, but they are beautiful. So that is Friday, June 21st. If you haven't reserved your spot yet, please do so. It'd be a great one to grab a friend and bring along, and we will have fun with that. Okay, so today I am featuring the Sending Love bundle, and I want to show you where this is. Hi, Florence, all the way from California. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Sarah. So I am using today the Sending Love bundle, although actually it's not a bundle anymore. This was in our January to April mini catalog as a bundle, but now it has been switched over. It's in the online store, and it is pictured here in a small photo, but it's not a bundle anymore. So the good thing about our bundles is when they first come out, they are bundled together, the stamp set and the dies, and you can get a 10% discount, which is great. We all love that. Once they move to either the next catalog or perhaps online, they are no longer bundled together. But we have several pages of these in the catalog. These are things that have been in previous catalogs that are now online. So you can see there's a lot of these, a lot of really good sets in here that are online. One of which, of course, is the Queen Bee stamp set. That is now online, but we're not going to talk about that today. This is the one that I'm using today, Sending Love. This is from, let me hold it up so you can see it. You'll see it in action today, but this was one that was in the January to April mini catalog, and I didn't have a chance to use it. There were so many things in there that I wanted to show you. I didn't have a chance to use this one, so this is a great one, I thought, for today. Here's a picture of the stamp set. Super cute mailbox. It's called Sending Love, which is perfect. It has some great fonts, some great words, sent with love around the hearts, a little love from me to you, and then a little note to say, I miss you, welcome friend, mail. Got the mailbox, the little envelope, and then there's a great set of dies as well. And here they are. So there's some grass. This is the mailbox. There's hearts. This is the post that the mailbox is going to go on. This little envelope, which could be maybe my favorite die in the whole set. I'm not sure. The little flag for the mailbox. So let me just get started. So the past couple weeks, I've been doing something where, just to give you a special offer, and that is if you place an order between now and Friday, $35 or more using this host code. You can also find this on my blog at lauramilligan.com. If you go there, you will always see this host code. It's the current host code for the month. And if you use this code between now and Friday, placing an order, I will send you the kits to make the 3 cards that I'm going to make today. So it's super cute. And so let's just get started. Okay. And you know, I do, a lot of this is prepped ahead of time just to save some time. I have a thick white card base, and I have, okay, let me just get this organized here. So what I'm going to do, I've already done a little bit of this part, but I'm just going to show you what I did. So I'm going to take this die, this is the mailbox, and I'm going to put it here like this. And then I'm going to stamp, it says a little note, oh wait, where is it? A little note to say, yeah, okay, with my black ink. Make sure I have the right thing here. So I'm going to stamp that on there, a little note to say, and then I'm going to take a circle from the Stylish Shape dies. Oh, that's right, Debbie, this is perfect for you. Debbie well, I don't know, it's been a while, but she's a recently retired mail carrier. This has your name all over it. My gosh, that would be perfect for you. Oh, you're right, Marcia. This would be really cute to even stamp on any envelope. It would be adorable. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is, through the magic of Facebook Live, I've run this through my die cutting machine, and this is going to come out like this. There's that. And then this one. All right. So then what I did was I used the smaller circle. Oops. This one. Hold on, bear with me here. I've got this all in a cello bag, and I think I have too many things in my hand. So I stamped a hello, and then I die cut it with the smallest circle So we've got that there. And that's going to just pop up and cover the words "I miss you." All right, so I'm going to set that aside. Now, I want to tell you a little tip on this mailbox. So when you run this through the die cutting machine, it scores. There are some score marks here, but so you're going to start by just kind of going like this. And I'm going to make sure this is straight. Got a little bit of ink on my fingers already. What can I say? Okay, so I'm going to do that. This part is going to just fold under like this, and then we'll go ahead and glue that down. But I found this did not score really well, so to get a nice fold, you can either take your bone folder and run it along that line to kind of make the score line a little more pronounced. But I found what was easier was to take my paper trimmer, and I'm just going to line this up. And you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but the score line is right there. And so I'm just going to line that up, and I'm just going to go across that with my scoring blade on my paper trimmer. And then we'll be able to fold it up. It's going to be just like this. And this one has ink on it, so I actually have an extra one. I'm gonna use this one. So what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of glue across this flap, and you could actually, it's probably more glue than I need. You can actually fold up some money, like a $1 bill or a $5 bill, whatever, and that would fit in here too, which would be a really fun like birthday card or a gift, gift for somebody. I'm gonna hold this a minute. I'm going to just set this here like that for that to have a chance to hold. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put this together. I'm just going to pop this up. My dimensionals. Probably one's going to be enough. We're going to kind of put all the parts and pieces together, and then we will go ahead and put our card together. So this just says hello. So it's a little note to say hello. This hello is from Unbounded Love, this new stamp set. This has great words. Look at all the different words in this set. It's a set of 25 different words. That's a lot. There's almost a greeting for anything you would need. Okay, so we got that. Then the next thing I did was I took a piece of red, real red cardstock, and I positioned this. Let me show you the dies here. So I took the little flag for the mailbox, put that on there, and then I used these little hearts. And this is what you'll do. If you get this kit, you're going to need the dies. So you will put 2 of these. This is one of those sets where they give us duplicates of certain dies, and the hearts are some of them. So you're going to run that through. We're not going to use all of these hearts on this first card, but you need to hang on to them, and you're going to use them on the other 2 cards we're going to make. So we have, for this one, we're going to use, so here's our flag, and then I'm going to use 4 of the hearts. So let's get those out of there, and I'm saving the rest for the upcoming projects I'm going to show you in a minute here. All right, so let's see, what else do we need to do? Well, I think we're going to go ahead then and make our little envelope, which I told you I love so much. I think it's so cute. This comes out scored as well. I'm going to fold the side flaps in first. This just folds up really easily. So look how cute that is. Isn't that, I love this. I think that's just adorable. And I'm going to use my bone folder so I get a nice crisp fold on all of this. It'd be fun to make little notes to stick in there. And fact, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think on the dies, here's a little, I'm not sure if that's what this is for, but you could actually put that in there, kind of sticking out with a little note for somebody. All right, I'm going to put a dab of glue on the back of this to hold this shut. And I'll put this here for a second. We'll let that just sit a minute to dry. All right, so now I think we're ready. Move this back here. Okay, I think we're ready to put our card together. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna start, like I said, with our thick base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Myra, I'm with you. The envelopes are my favorite too. I just think they're so cute. You could make them in any color envelope you want. That would be really fun. Okay, so I'm going to start with just a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to take some Baker's Twine from my Baker's Twine Essentials pack. I use this all the time, and I'm going to use this like crumb cake color. And this is going to wrap. Put this in the back. I'm going to make sure I have enough to tie a bow there. All right, so before I do that though, I'm going to take this piece. Actually, I've cut 2 pieces of the, this is the Subtles from the Subtles Designer Series paper stack. These are 1 inch by 3 inch, and this is kind of a trick because rather than have to cut a whole piece, I'm just using these little strips. I'm going to be covering that up with this piece, so I'm conserving my designer paper, and it almost looks like it's one continuous piece. Nobody's going to know that it's just 2 smaller pieces, right? So let's go ahead and add these, and then we'll go ahead and finish wrapping the Baker's Twine around and tying a bow. And I'm just kind of centering this from top to bottom. So we've got that there. And then this one we just want to, I'm just going to eyeball this to line up so that it's even like that. All right. Then what I'm going to do, this piece is going to be glued down flat, but so what I want to do though is put, I'll take a little bit of seal and just going to secure that there. That's going to make sure that when I do tie this, it'll help to get it so that it's a nice, it's a tight hold. Sometimes if you just try to do it without securing it, at least for me, it's hard to get it tight. So I'm going to go ahead and just position this here like this. Give that a press. And now I'm going to bring this around and I'll snip this. This is probably more than enough, but got plenty of it. Okay, so we're going to just tie this. I'm going to pull it tight. And sometimes what I like to do is tie a knot and then tie my bow, because that way I can be certain that this twine is going to be tight, hopefully. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I just want to make sure that this is straight. So we'll move that up. Okay, now I'm just going to tie my bow, and then we'll keep going to put this card together. And you can make it as big or as small as you like. I kind of like big loopy bows. Okay, so we have that there. And then the next part we're going to put on is this piece, and this is going to cover up the center here. So like I said, nobody's going to know that we didn't use one full sheet of DSP across the top there. And I embossed this with, let me hold this up so you can see if I can catch it there. There we go, exposed brick 3D embossing folder. And here's what it looks like. It's $11. This is one of my go-tos. I love the look of this one. So I'm just gonna attach this with some dimensionals. I'm just gonna put one in each corner. I find, there's certain things that you find yourself reaching for. Oh, Myra says, never what she does, it's crooked. My stuff's always crooked too, but I feel like we're harder on ourselves. We never like our own, our own things that we make. We're always critical of that, but everyone else likes it. And I think most people will not notice if something's crooked. So I don't worry about that. Okay, and then, so this is going to rest on the top of this white piece and go down to the bottom. Okay, so we got that there. Now we're going to add our mailbox. So I have die cut the post that the mailbox is going to go on. Look how cute that is, and I love all the detail there. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue this on. Like that. And then I will add our cute mailbox. Is that not adorable? So cute. And I'm just going to glue this. And this is a big piece, so I'm going to be generous with the glue. I'm not going to put any on this. I guess I could, but sometimes I like to just not secure everything. And I think what I'm going to do for this, for just a second here, I'm going to let that sit. Let the weight of that block kind of grab that glue and make that hold. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and take my little envelope, and I'm going to take one of the hearts, one of the teeny little hearts, if I can pick them up. My fingers are sticky. And I'll just put a dab of glue on the back of this, and I'll use that to secure this onto the flap of the envelope. Okay, so we have that there. Because I have a new bottle of glue, so I got to be careful not to squeeze too hard, which is what I keep doing today, but it's all right. Okay, and then I'm going to take, I have two more hearts, and two of the little hearts. And I'm just going to tuck these on the front. This little piece right here. I'm just going to put two teeny dabs of glue right here and secure those. I might have to add another dot, but they're going to kind of overlap each other just a bit. I think this balmy blue color always looks so pretty, and I'll just offset those just a titch. Okay, so we have those like that. That is going to just go right down here, so I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. Like that. And then this is going to just slip in here. And this would be fun. I did glue mine shut, but you could put, seal this with a glue dot or something so that they could actually, they could still open this. It's probably going to tear, but you could open it and just put a little note or something in there. I think that would be adorable. Or not. It's just sweet. Okay, and I'm going to slide this in. I just put glue on the one end. We'll do it like that. And we'll just give that a second to hold. Okay, so we got that. And then I have the little flag. And I'm going to kind of have this going up because, of course, there's mail in the mailbox. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I think what I'll do is take a mini glue dot. I'm sorry, mini dimensional. And I'm just going to put it right on here like this. This would be, Marcia says, cute for a Christmas card. It would be. It would be cute. I mean, you could do graduation, birthday, anything like that. I'm going to leave my flag loose. What do you think? Does that bother you? I know some people like to glue everything down. I kind of like it popped up. It gives it dimension like a real mailbox would have. And then I'm just going to add, these are the iridescent pearl basic jewels. And I'm just going to put one of these right on the little hole there, to kind of cover that up. Okay, so we have that. A little note to say hello. It's just sweet, isn't it? It's just sweet. Now I'm going to open this up, and on the inside we have, let me show you on the stamp set. This is, that's like when they cancel, I don't know what it's called, Debbie probably knows, but when they cancel a letter that you're mailing, they put that across. So I thought that would be cute on the inside. Let's see. Just put that here. Like that. And then to finish it, I'm going to add the larger red heart that I have. I'll just put that about right there. Just like that. So cute. So there's the card. And then, you know, of course, if you wanted to, this little note to say, I miss you, that's what the stamp says. You could, that would be adorable on the envelope flap or on the front. You could do the bird. You could stamp the mailbox again. It'd be super cute. Any of these, sent with love, would be really cute. So that is our first card. So as I go through these, I'm just going to remind you that if you place an order this week using this host code, you will get the kits to make the 3 of these cards. Now, per Stampin' Up! Policy, of course, we cannot include stamped images, so you will need to do the bundle. You'll need to, have the dies and the bundles to cut all of this out. So let me set this one aside, and I will grab card number 2. That means I have to find card number 2. I have them all here in envelopes. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, it's right beside me. Okay. Sometimes things are right beside you and you can't even see it. That's what happens a lot when people are in my studio stamping. They look for things and normally it's like right in front of them. So it's so close you can't see it. So that's what just happened to me. All right, so the next card, it's going to start with the thick white card base. We got that. And then I have a panel of soft sea foam. It is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that on there. I'm just centering that on the front. Okay, then we're going to do some stamping. And so what I did, I'm going to show you. You're going to get, in this kit, you will get it's a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 panel of white. And you can see I did a lot of stamping on this. So I've stamped the mailbox. I stamped the bird, the little envelope, sent with love, the little circle with the hearts in the middle. And then I did my words here, a little love from me to you. And what you'll do with this is you're just going to take your paper trimmer and trim that out, which I have already done. Let me show you. Let me get all these out here. I think the hardest part of this is getting all these things out of the bag. Okay, so I have all the things out of the bag now. But you can see what I did was I just took my paper trimmer, and what you can do is just cut all the way down and then just trim close to that. I can show you that real quick. Why don't I just do that? So I'm going to take my paper trimmer and I'm going to line this up. That looks good. Whoops. I'm going to hang on to my paper. So we have that, and then I'm just going to trim close to the words. I'm going to make a little flag at the end of this, so I'm going to leave this side a little bit longer, and I can always trim it shorter if I need to, but that's how you get the words out of there. It makes it easy, you know, as you're prepping and making a card. You can just stamp on the edge like that and then trim it out. All right, and so after you have all this stamping done, what you're going to want to do is add some color to some of the images. And so I'm using blends. They're my favorite way to color, of course. I have Light Smoky Slate. I have Dark Poppy Parade. I have Light and Dark Soft Seafoam, and then Light Pretty and Pink. So I'm going to start, I think I'll start with the little bird. And I just used the Light Pretty and Pink. And I'm going to give, I don't know what kind of bird she is, but my bird's going to be pink and red. Pink and Poppy Parade. So I'm going to give her a little bit of a pink breast. And then I'm just going to use Dark Poppy Parade. And kind of swirl this around. And just add some color to her. And that looks pretty good. Okay, so we've got her. And then I'm also going to color with Poppy Parade the flag on her mailbox. While I have it out, I'm just going to do that. Okay, so we've got that. And then I'm going to take the Smoky Slate, and I just wanted to add, you could leave the post pure white, but I thought I would create some shadows with the Smoky Slate. So I'm just going to go down this whole image and kind of think about where a shadow would be cast if the sun was shining on this mailbox. So definitely like under here would be a shadow. Maybe some from that, kind of like that. And then I'm just going to continue going down this whole post. I thought it just created some interest. I thought it was a nice way to, I don't know, kind of breaks up the pole. It makes it a little bit more interesting. You can see I'm just kind of scribbling all the way down. I'm just going back and forth adding my color. Okay, I'm going to go all the way down there, like that. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of shadow here. And then maybe just up here, like that. All right, so there's our little bit of shadow on our mailbox. And then I'm going to add some color to the mailbox. It is going to be Soft Seafoam. This is one of my favorite colors, and I always forget about using it. So I'm using it today. I'm going to make the inside of my mailbox light Soft Seafoam. And I'm going to add a little bit of color, just kind of scribbling it here on this center part. And then I'm going to use dark soft seafoam. And you notice these have two different tips, the bullet tip and the brush tip. I personally almost always use the bullet tip because for me, I just feel like I have more control. So I'm just going to add some dark. I really enjoy using these blends for coloring. To me, it's really relaxing. And I think, you know, I have people say to me, oh, I'm not good at it, I'm not good at it. Well, I don't think I'm that good at it either, but I feel like I can get by. And I feel like the more you do it, you gain confidence. Okay, so there we have that. Try to make a little bit of a contrast with the light and the dark. I think that looks good. And I think we're all set with that. And then only other thing, I'm just going to take this dark smoky slate and just color that in. I could add a gem there, but for this one I just colored it in. And so now what I would do is die cut all these different things. So let me pull the die cuts in so you can see what they would be. So we have this, there's our mailbox. Here's our small circle. We have, there's the envelope. And then we have our little sweet bird. So we can run those through our die cutting machine. And once again, through the magic of Facebook Live, we have these parts die cut and ready to go. And I do have one of the little hearts that I saved from the first card that I made that I'm going to be using on this card. So let's just start with, I'm going to just push these over to the side here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. What I did for this, you can either angle it, which is what I do a lot of times. You can also do just like a flag. And what I like to do for that, I go in the center and then I take my scissors from the corner up to that cut edge there. Just like that. Usually when I do that, I can get a pretty even flag, like a V. All right, so let's take our card base. We've already put the soft seafoam cardstock on that. And I'm going to start with a piece of designer paper. This is the Unbounded Beauty DSP. Really beautiful paper. Look how pretty that side is. But we're going to take this pink piece and we'll just put that right down there on the card front. Hey Michelle, how are you? So fun when people pop on. It's so good. We have people, I know there's people here today I see from Michigan, Pennsylvania, California, Ohio, of course. It's really fun to see where all people are watching from. Okay, so then I'm going to take my mailbox and I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals. So let's do that next. Whoops, better put my lid on that. Looking for my large dimensionals, and this is, I'm getting to the end of the sheet, but I think I'll be fine. And then, you know, I'm going to cut around the edge. Oh, there's more on here than I originally thought. I've got all these over here yet to use. All right, so we're going to do this. Put that about there like that. Isn't that cute? I mean, I think that's cute even just like that. And then this is a little love from me to you. This is going to be popped up as well. This center part here, this part, not the center, but the part that's resting on the mailbox is going to be popped up anyway since this is popped up. So I'm only going to put dimensionals on this side and this side. Before I do that though, I'm going to take some white baker's twine. Let's see if I had that in my pouch. I don't, but you know what? I'm going to use, well, I'm going to, you know what? Oh, here. I'll use the gray, the smoky slate. That'll be cute with this. What do you think? Yeah, I think that'll work. Just do that. So what I'm going to do is make a swirl. And I'm going to use my snail and just put it on the back here. And I'm going to take some of this and I'm just going to kind of swirl it around. Let's see where the top, okay, so here's the bottom. And I'm going to use this snail to kind of hold it in place. I'm kind of just making like some loops. And then pushing in to my snail. Put one over here. And this, oh, that one twisted. The snail just kind of helps you twist it around, and that looks pretty good. I don't like that that's twisting there, but I'm not sure that I can prevent that right now. Okay, and then this is just going to go down here like that. So we have that. Get my scissors. Okay, so we've got that. And then I'm going to set this down again. I'm going to put dimensionals on either end of this. And this is going to hold this one in place. We had a gorgeous weekend here. The weather was absolutely beautiful. All right, so we have this. You know, I kind of like the gray because I think it pulls the gray from our little mailbox there. All right, so we have that. I'm going to put that right there, like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take this cute little envelope, and I'm going to put that up here with a dimensional on the back. Like that. And then right on the edge of that, I'm going to place this little bird, and it's almost like the bird has pulled this envelope out of the mailbox. I'll use a mini dimensional for the back of her to pop her up. Maybe she's making a special delivery to somebody. So she's just going, I'm going to put her feet so that they're right on the edge of this little envelope, so it looks like she's holding that. Then I'm going to take this teeny little heart, and this was one of the ones that was left over from the first card that I did not use, haven't used yet. And that's going to go on the flap here. I'm going to try to just get a little dab of glue. You could also use a glue dot for this. I'm trying not to squeeze too hard because I'm afraid it's going to really come, there we go, blobbing out, and I don't want it to get all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'll just set this down right there like that. Okay, so we have that. And then on the inside, let me show you this first. So there's the outside. Look how cute. A little love from me to you. Like, who would not want to get that card in the mail, right? I think it would just make you smile for sure. And then I have another little strip of the designer paper. And I'm just going to glue this to the top. It's fun to do a little something on the inside of the cards. Okay, And then I'm going to add this piece. And I'm not sure if I talked about this, but I did add some Puppy Parade blend to the center of these hearts. And I'm just going to attach this with my glue. Yeah, I think this is a fun color combination. And I'll just put that right there, Sent with Love. Okay, so there we have, that is card number 2, A Little Love From Me to You. I think it's super, super cute. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. And I have one more card I'm gonna make today. And this is totally different colors, which is kind of fun. This one's a little bit more simple. But as you know, sometimes those are my most favorite type of cards, right? All right, so let me get this out here. I still have a couple of those hearts left, so I'm going to use them on this card. So I have a Blueberry Bushel card base. Love this color. Give it a nice crisp fold. Okay, and then I have some real red cardstock, and then I have 2 panels that are 4 by 5 1/4. This is the size panel that I would put on the inside of a card when I'm making it if I use a colored card base. And I'm going to use one on the front as well. So we're going to do a little stamping on these before we put this together. So I'm going to start with real red ink and this long stamp. I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. And I'm going to just stamp this along the bottom. Try to get it straight. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So I'm going to ink it up again. This would be cute on the envelope as well, either the bottom or the top. Okay, so let's get this stamped on here. Cute. Isn't that cute? All right. And then I'm going to take this little piece. And for this one, I used a little note to say, I miss you, that same stamp. And so I'm going to clean this off. I have my chamois here. I keep it in a stamp case. This was one of the gifts that we gave everybody when my friend Janice and I hosted our Stampin' Cruise, Stampin' at Sea. And so we used this, this was that beautiful celebration paper everybody loved, and then we put their initial, we die cut everybody's initial, and they got this. So I'm just going to clean this off on here, because I'm going to be using Blueberry Bushel ink this time. Go ahead and stamp that on there. And then I used that same circle from Stylish Shape Dies. Whoops. To cut that out. So that's going to come out looking like this. So there's that one. And then we're just going to do, oh, and then I took a punch, took my real red cardstock and just punched. This is, I think it's a 1 3/4 inch circle punch, and that's going to layer right on top of this. And actually, yeah, okay, so I think we're good. All right. So we got that, and then we're just going to do a little stamping on the front of this. So I'm going to start with this little envelope. I'm going to get my chamois and clean this off as well, because I'm going to stamp this in Blueberry Bushel as well. And I'm just going to kind of stamp randomly on the front of this. Whoops. I didn't get that one real well, but I think it'll be okay because it might be covered up. Like that. Just going to kind of change the direction of it like that. And then down here. So they're just kind of flowing across this whole card front. Okay, then I'm going to take the little cancellation and I'm going to ink this up in black. But I didn't want it to be as dark this time, so I'm going to stamp off first and then do it across here. Just like that, so it's a little bit lighter. And then I am going to take the cute little Sending Love, the round one, and I'm going to stamp that in real red ink right across this. So let's see. Just like that. So we got that. And I am going to take my, I think I'm done with the stamping now. Let me just, yeah, okay, so we're good. I'm going to close up my ink. Yes, I also gave one, I gave a chamois to everybody at the stamping retreat, the overnight retreat that I do. You're right, Mary Jo. I think they're a great thing to have. And I just learned a tip from my friend Renee. She said she had hers in her case like this, and it was wet when she stored it, which is how I keep mine as well, but she hadn't used it for a while and it got kind of moldy. So what she did was she took the whole thing, she took her chamois out of her case and put it in bleach, probably a little water in the bleach, and just let it soak for a while. And she said it came out brand new. It got rid of the mold. It also got rid of the ink stains. So it looked like a brand new chamois. They do get kind of ugly looking, but I guess it's just, it will remind you of the creative fun that you've had, right? It's all good. So I'm going to take my Poppy Parade blend and just color in these hearts here to make them stand out a little bit more. What are you guys thinking? Are you liking these cards? Are you liking this stamp set and dies? I think they're pretty cute myself. They're kind of fun. All right, so now I've got red ink on there, so I'm for sure going to be covering that up. It doesn't matter. It'll be just fine. So I'm going to start by attaching my circle, my die cut circle, to my little red punched out circle, and I'm just going to glue that down. After you use your chamois for a while, excuse me, they do get really, really dirty. So that was a good tip that Renee shared with me, and I appreciate that. She's a smart lady. All right, now I'm going to use, if I can find my baker's twine, here it is. I'm just going to use black. I'm going to tie a big bow. And I'll just tuck that under our little word focal point. And I'm going to pull the loops down because you know that's what I like to do. I'm going to trim this a little bit. And then I'm just going to take a glue dot and attach that to the back side of my words. Oh, good, Mary Jo. I'm glad I'm giving you some ideas for this one. I think it's super cute. I hope you'll get your stamp set out and use it. I had not used it either. Like I said, I got it when we had the mini catalog, January to April mini catalog, and I just didn't have a chance, I didn't have time to use it. So now I'm glad that it's carried over into the online store and that it's still available for purchase. All right, so we have that. Speaking of that, I wanted to mention we do have a special going on the entire month. Any bundles, either stamp set and die bundles or stamp set and punch bundles, are reduced an additional 10%. They're all, if they're bundled together, they're already at a savings of 10%. So now you get an additional 10%, which I guess that means 20% off, which is really good. The other thing that is an additional on sale for 10% off are the die cutting machines, and so you can save, $10 to $12 on that as well, which is good. And I've had several people take advantage of that over the weekend. All right, so I'm going to position this so that I am strategically placing this so that I am covering up my boo-boos here. And nobody will know, so let's keep it a secret between all of us, right? Let's not tell anybody that I made a boo-boo. So there we have that. And this is just going to be mounted on the Blueberry Bushel cardstock, card base. And I think the Blueberry Bushel just kind of sets the whole thing off. I just think it's really cute. So let me go ahead and glue this down. I got a really nice card from Mary Jo. I guess it was one day last week, just thanking me for being her demonstrator. It was so sweet. Those are the kind of cards, it's totally unexpected, and that was just so thoughtful. Very appreciated. So thank you for that. I love getting cards in the mail, right? Who doesn't? All right, and so then this is my inside piece, and the only other thing that I did for this, because I still had a couple of these little hearts left from that very first card when I die cut all those little hearts, and I'm just going to tuck these right on the inside of my card. So if you want to make these particular cards, if you place a $35 order this week online using this host code, I will send you the parts and pieces to create these 3 cards. And then you can have fun. I will also send you the PDF, so you'll have the measurements if you want to make more. Got there like that. And just a fine card. And this one's pretty quick. This is probably the quickest of the 3. All right. So there is card number 3. So let me clean up some of this area a little bit, and I'll bring all 3 cards in for you to look at it. I make a mess when I do this. Let me get some of this out of the way. Close my ink pads. All right. Let's get this mess cleaned up, and then we'll bring these 3 cards in for you to see. This is something new that I've been doing where I make the 3 cards and send the kits, and I've had a good response so far, so hopefully some of you will take advantage of that as well. It's fun to share. All right, so here are the 3 cards that I made. This is the first, I think this was the first one that I made. We talked about how, I slid this envelope in here, but you could actually fold up some money and put it in there. That would be super cute. There's the inside with the little cancellation and the heart. Second one was this one with the soft seafoam and the pretty and pink colors. There's the inside. And then the third one was this pretty simple one, but it just says a little note to say, I miss you. And this over here says, sent with love. And then we have a cute inside as well. So those are the 3 cards. I'm going to go ahead and switch my view. And I want to thank you all for watching me today. If you want the kits for these cards, you have until Friday night to put your order in using that host code. And I will be sending you those cards out in the mail next week. So I'm getting ready to mail the ones from last week. They'll probably go out either, if not today, tomorrow for sure. If you haven't signed up for my Citrus Blooms class yet, you have until Thursday to do that. And then if you're local to me, I have lunch with Laura coming up. I am going to be doing a summer stamp camp. I'm working on the details right now. That event should be going out hopefully today, but it's going to be Saturday, July 13th. The details are coming, but it's going to be really fun. We stamp the day away. We have a nice box lunch and a lot of creativity. This year we're focusing mainly on cards. It's going to be a really, really fun day, so watch for the information on that. I hope that many of you will come and join me. It's always fun to get together. And so until next time, I hope you have a great day. And as always, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have time to be creative today. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.